Hey, St. Anne. Hey, Charles. Hey, Kiki. Sasha said they look scared. Yeah, they St. Anne says hello. Well, I'm playing my own music. Hey, 38 Hot. Got my voodoo doll out. Got my voodoo doll out. Hey, not a house of 9 sports. I caught y'all up late tonight, didn't I? I play my own music because YouTube ain't playing. You play somebody else's music and you can't copyright me, or you can't, by being copyrighted, you can't get no monetization. So I'll play my own shit. It's my motherfucking music, okay? How y'all been doing? So me and Giddy finna have a cigar and let Giddy have a little liquor. I'll take a cigar and some liquor and a dope because the reaper can't wait. I'm going down to the crossroad very late, early in the morning. I'll take a cigar and some liquor and a dope because the reaper can't wait. I'm going down to the crossroad very late, early in the morning. I'll take a cigar and some liquor and a dope because the reaper can't wait. I'm going down to the crossroad very late, early in the morning. I'll take a cigar and some liquor and a dope because the reaper can't wait. I'm going. So that's why I'm doing my own work, because YouTube ain't gonna tell me this somebody else's music, because this is mine. Because they trying to get me every which way they possibly can, y'all. Do y'all hear me? Messing with my views, not sending out no notifications, putting a limit on how many folks in the chat room. Is wild. This is my shit, okay? I had to complain about my damn money. They finally gave me my money after I complained. They sure did. That's okay. I know this their platform. I'm glad to be here. But can you at least, you two, can you at least do me halfway right? No, can you do me right? 100%. Do me right. I'm going to get into this video in a little bit. I just want y'all to hear the music for it. Me and Gary ain't finna get fired up. Thank you, House of 9, Sport. She said the energy is live. This the witching hour too. Man, I've been hearing a whole bunch of noise over here. Been hearing the ghosts moan, man. I keep looking at the wrong area. The ghosts been moaning. We're gonna get into all of that. take me some. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Flower Mom, how you doing? I'm still up, girl. The ghost mode. Ghost moaning tonight. Oh, I said maybe I need to be up doing some work tonight. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and do a video. Giving it to the spirit, y'all. That's why I'm blowing it out. You can hear them more late at night. You get to messing with these charms, firing up your oil lanterns and stuff. They be responding to you. You just got to be careful who you are entertaining. Anybody had to do any work tonight? I know I had to do some. I had to get some charm bags ready. These should be all in your windowsill. All in the windowsill. Make sure you take good care of them. They need water. Water. When they get dry, you put them in water. You let them up to activate the ingredients. Don't let them stay too dry. Ain't that right, get it? Sometimes you got to anoint the dog. You got to anoint the dog. See this? He get anointed too. He gets oiled up too. Y'all be like, Mama, how you do this? How you do that? Y'all gonna stay up late at night? Do you anoint your dog? Do you anoint yourself? Do you do that? Yeah, they need to be oiled up. Y'all, I'm just sitting up with y'all tonight. Or they can take tobacco. Your dog got a mouth. They can take tobacco. Or you can roll them down with tobacco. You see him, get it? Get it, so I'm drunk. You drunk, get it? You're going to be drunk tonight, ain't you? This right here is that moonshine whiskey right here. You look at the moonshine. Hey, Deadboard TV. Deadboard TV said, I love this song, Mama. Yeah, I said I was just gonna play my own music because if I play anything else, YouTube gonna have a problem with it. So I'll play my own music. Let's see if they give me problems with my own music. Okay, okay. Let's see if they gonna have a copyright issue with this. Hey, Monica. Deadboard TV said, I got some oils cooking up. Hey, Lions and Tigers. Lions and Tigers said, this beat is fire. Did you produce it, Mama? Yes, I did. That's me. Hey, Sonya. Hey, Watawala. Okay, thank you, Lions. Quinifa says this song is hard, Mom. Tell me, Quinifa, why you say that it's hard. I'm going to talk to y'all about some things that's going to scare y'all living tonight. Charles said, what are your beans called again, Mama? I love the energy they give off, and your music is amazing, by the way. This is, this one right here is Elegua. This is Oya. This is a crucifix. Thanks for the love, House of 9 Sports, I feel everything. Morbid Wish said, yes, I've been seeing everything. That means you got a very heightened awareness of what's going on. Your vibrations and frequencies are definitely in another place. Because a lot of folks can't see what we see, or they can't hear what we see. Because they're in a different place. It's okay. I'm going down to the crossroads early in the morning. I'll take a seat. 38 Hot Tattoo said, no offense, Mother, are you calling Papa Legba? Okay. Sasha says that the doll's teeth looks real. Did y'all get notification? St. Anne said, I winked at headache. Okay, Walter Wallace said she got a notification. Sasha says, yes, the energy is strong. I'm feeling and seeing things too. Watch Wallace said, I see things moving. When I look there, it's nothing there. Ooh, Juanita says she feels the full moon already. I was looking up there. I'm like, okay, it's almost time. It's almost time for the lunar ticks to come out. The lunar ticks. These are people that are very extra sensitive to the full moon. Okay. Deborah says it's hard to catch me nowadays. How you doing, Deborah? Thank you, Sasha. Hello, DC God. Okay, just want to acknowledge everybody. You know what? I'm telling you something. I'm going to turn this down so I can talk to y'all. Look, Morbid Witch. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. It's very peaceful to me when I hear the ghost moan. And I don't know why. When I first heard it, late one night while I was doing the work, it sent a little bit of a startle to me, a little bit of a panic, but now I actually look forward to them. It's just that when you hear it, what frightens you is that, we're not taught. We're not taught anything about it. They don't teach you anything about, these beings that you can't hear, that you can't see. Hey Tina, how you doing? Thank you for all of the love. Thank you. They don't teach us anything. So we don't know. So when you hear something that you weren't taught about, that you've never heard of or seen before, immediately you are frightened. You know what I'm saying? But as time goes on, you begin to get familiar with it. And as you become familiar with it, depending on if you are a true witch, you know what I'm saying? A true witch or not, a true priestess or priest, or, whatever title you go by, you know what I'm saying? You began to get very empowered by it. You know what I'm saying? So I look for it because I'm like, oh my goodness, there is definitely something that is trying to communicate with me. Now, whether it's good or bad, it depends on you. To me, honestly, it's something good because now I feel as if though, wherever this place that I've been trying to reach, I'm getting close to it. No, not getting closer to a place of a bad place. No, closer to being able to really and truly communicate with the dead, with the spirits. You hear people say, I'm a medium and I talk to the dead. But if they were to really hear or see the dead, they probably would have a heart attack. So I'm glad I'm having an opportunity. I have had an opportunity to be able to, not be prejudiced towards them because, all of them can't talk. All of them can't speak the way we speak English verbally. They can't do that. Some of them, or they may be of some other origin where the only communication they have is like moaning and groaning, but sometimes it just sounds like they're in distress, like they're in a lot of pain. Some of them may be in a lot of pain and have actually lost their ability to talk. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just up to how it makes you feel inside since you can't really understand what they're saying. Like you don't hear them saying, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I need some help over here. I'm hurting. So, but they may just come to you in a different form like these. And I can't say they're in pain. This may just be the way they talk. Like the one I heard, I think it was about 2 weeks ago. It was just saying, and who knows, did I feel like they were in pain? It did not feel that way. So that's why it is good to be an empath. I don't see how you're going to be a witch and not be an empath. You should be able to feel vibrations and feel communications just in case you're dealing with a person that don't speak the same language you speak. They may be speaking a different tongue. You got to be able to understand through sensation. You understand what this being is talking about. So like I said, it is very comforting for me to be able to hear it. Now if you see something behind me that let me know ahead of time, because I'm gonna be reading these comments. Let me know now, okay? Okay, thank you, Flower Bomb. Thank you for moderating. She says 27 watching. Hit the thumbs up button, please. Yes, please hit the thumbs up button. And so it's just one of those situations where I'm really excited about this. Now y'all might be saying, "Oh, Mama got so excited. Mama gone on the glory. She gone, y'all." But there's gonna come a time when I have completed. You understand my work here. And I got to move over to the other side and become an ancestor and become a Gede for my own family. I'm not here forever. I know that I have ancestors that are waiting their opportunity to come over to the other side. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be selfish. My time is going to come when and I gotta cross over. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say now is the most exciting time of my life to be gathering all the information that I possibly can. I hear a lot of people talking about the glory of hoodoo and how you can mix up all of these different herbs, and you can come out with so much cash and money and stuff and love and all these special things and stuff, but nobody ever discusses, communicating with spirits that may frighten you, hearing sounds and noises that you're not familiar with. The fact that the spirits are trying to talk to you. Nobody talk about that. Nobody talk about, preparing for that time when you're going to take this information that you've learned here to the other side to see where you're going to be coming back the next go round. Nobody wants to talk about that. And I guess I'm the type of person I celebrate all of life. I celebrate, birth, and I celebrate living, and I celebrate dying, and I celebrate death, because all of that is a part of who and what there is and to be. Does that make sense? So you've heard of it here first. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Good night, Flower Bomb. Good night. Okay. Uh huh. Okay. Did somebody? Okay, Flower Bomb. Did you say good night? I was Walter Wallace saying good night. Okay. 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 So Flower Bomb is getting ready to go to bed. Good night. Okay, Quinisa says being an empath is no joke. I have to say away. I have to stay away from people. Me too. Quinisa, me too. And a lot of people don't understand. I cannot shake hands. I cannot hug people. I can't do that. That's just like I hugged Mr. Willie just before he went off to work, and all of a sudden there was a pain here in my jaw. And I told him, I said, "You're gonna have a toothache today." And sure enough, he had a toothache. He was like, "Wow, how do you know that?" I said, "Because the people that I touch and I hug, if they got something in their body off balance or something ailing them, I can feel it. So I'm very sensitive. So I'm not going to necessarily just allow somebody to just come up and just grab me that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm much more sensitive to it now than ever. If you sick and you got your stomach ache, you pain or what have you, I can't touch you. That's just like when Ethel was dying, but she made it. She was pulling on me too. She was about to take me with her. I had so much. Let me describe what it felt like when I was dealing with that. When Ethel was bleeding to death and dying, just crossing over, and she was pulling me to be there with her, I began to feel as if though my heart was not pumping adequate blood. And I felt like I was just going to faint. I felt like my body was going to explode. It was a very, very frightening situation to do that. But this is not the first time she's done that to me. Because I think Effa's one of those type of people, she will sacrifice you. And I want to get into sacrifice. How people can sacrifice you. How people can sacrifice your children, your pet, your happiness, your finances and stuff to keep themselves afloat or to keep themselves alive. That's what I want to talk about right now. Because I remember when Elsa first came to this house, Elsa came in my garden. She came into my garden. She got us some sage. She got us some garlic. She got us some herbs. She also got her some citrus fruits out of here, out of my house, and she took them back with her. Then I began to feel a sensation in my heart, like my heart once again didn't feel like it was going to either explode or it wasn't pumping adequate blood. Now, by the fact that I am an empath, I'm not necessarily saying she meant me any harm, but because I'm an empath, and empathic people, most of them are healers, we're going to feel whatever we're touching. We're going to feel whatever somebody is touching of ours, and it can make us very ill, make us sick. So I began to feel bad. She called me and told me, "Oh gosh, I cannot wait to come back to your garden and get some more herbs. I feel so much better." But it was making me sick. So that's why I say we got to be careful, y'all, as people practicing the craft, practicing hoodoo, who we are allowing to have a part of us. You know what I'm saying? We got to be careful with that. Um, because if I give you something, if I measure something to you, it's just not an object I'm giving you. I'm giving you a part of my life force. Y'all, is that distracting y'all in the background? Should I turn it down? I'm giving you a part of my soul, so to speak. You're getting a part of my soul, of my essence. You know what I'm saying? And I have to be careful who I give that to. If you're sick, you're ill, you're ailing, you know, and you're a little child, I could probably help you. I can help someone younger than me, but an old crone, are you really going to? It's no telling how much of me she took with her. Does that make sense? So, like I said, when she was dying, it kind of felt like I was dying too. And she was well because all of a sudden I improved. When I improved, I knew that she improved. Be careful. An old crone, especially one in your family, can sacrifice you. You can be sacrificed. They can ask, Get it, you want to interact with everybody? They can ask, no, look in the camera, Get it. You drunk. His eyes look all glazed over. Did y'all see that? Wow. It's like the light is dim, and y'all see that on y'all end. Do y'all see that? Wait a minute now. I want to see if anybody's seeing this. I don't think nobody saw that for a minute there. It was like it was bouncing back and forth like that. It was like Moon, hey Moon Young. The camera was actually bouncing like dimming back and forth like that. Hmm. Hey Monica. Monica says she saw it. There it is again. But anyways, you may not see it, but the camera is just dimming back and forth, back just dimming and bouncing. Okay, Deck Boy TV saw it too. I guess this is the way that Gede is communicating. The ones in my family are in denial about their gifts, so they don't know they are crones. Oh, okay. A lot of people think it's offensive to call them crones. They would prefer to call them, you know, anything other than that. Crone, maybe elders or whatever. But in witchy terms, we'll call them crones. Okay, Walter Wallace said, I see it earlier. Yeah, back and forth. I think this is Gede's way of communicating because the fact that he cannot come straight out and speak, he's kind of like slightly dim in the light. You can't see it that good. You got to have a real good trained eye to kind of focus on it, but you can see it. It may just be my end. I can see the camera bouncing. Let me look at it again. You see it, Walla Walla. That's him. That's Gede. Well, now a lot of folks will laugh at me and say, "Oh, she's just she needs to be committed." That's fine. I need to be committed because I do believe in voodoo dolls. I believe that they can do all sorts of things. You know, I remember this man that lives in South Carolina told me he went they went to this old lady's house trick or treating, and he said he never will forget when the old lady went to get the candy to put in their bags. There a doll jumped off the chair and ran right behind her. Am I gonna say he's lying? He no, if to say that he's lying is to say that I'm lying. So I can't say he's lying. That was his experience. You know what I'm saying? So I do believe the voodoo doll can do just anything imaginable. You know, we have not been taught about this stuff. See, we're learning about it the hard way. So, you know, like Gede is that's maybe just his way of being able to interact in the chat, you know, by slightly dimming the camera, you know, making it bounce back and forth. This may be just his way. His hand was in the camera when I was playing the guitar. I don't know if anybody saw it, but I do have a video of him putting his hand in the camera. His hand went right in the camera like this and came back out the camera like that. And if when I find that video, I want you all to watch it and you could see it. But a lot of people still won't believe because they'll probably say you had somebody to do that and you know this, that, and the other. But I do believe that voodoo dolls can walk. I do believe that they can talk. I do believe that they can be possessed by spirits. And I'm never gonna stop believing in that. Quinetha says 12-12 in Vegas. Okay. Okay. Oh, that boy said went down to the water today. Feels so good out there. That's what we supposed to be going to. If anything can bathe you and cleanse you, it's not that bathtub. It's that big old body of water where the spirits at. The spirits that come to cleanse you. You understand what I'm saying? The spirits that come to protect you. They had the great bodies of water. All of the cleansing you looking for in that tub, you can get it in the river and you can get it from the sunlight. The sunlight is a natural purifier. Nobody talks about the sun. That's why they call it what? Sun bathing. Nobody wants to do that. And I want to take off and go to the ocean so bad this weekend. But I got a lot of stuff that I got to get done, y'all, to the temple. Looks and I got to get the temple ready because I already got two people that say, hey, you know, we ready to they want their work done at the temple and everything. And I can't let them do it yet because I still got some things I gotta do. Moon Young said I was outside, but it was raining. It was fun though to go out there. I love to go outside when it rains. Morbid Witch says in one of your older videos when your dreads were shorter. Okay. Okay, let me read up to the top, see what she's talking about. Walter Wallace said, I thought that when someone said something about his teeth, it looked as if he smiled almost. But I thought it was just me. Okay. I've seen his facial expression on camera. I've gone back to look at Gede's videos and noticed that Gede's sometimes give the side eye and everything. I'm like, Gede, did you just give them the side eye? Stop being so naughty. Look at how he looking so innocent. He's just like a little child. He told me his name is Jake. I told him what a beautiful name, Gede. He's so childlike. He looked like a kid, don't he? Gede. Okay. Um, Morbid Witch says, I've seen your dog's hair move on its own before. I saw that too. That's old the dog we call Ogu. Ogu is packed up in storage in a box, y'all. I need to get it out. I remember seeing Ogu hair fly like this. And it caused a lot of controversy. A lot of people were talking about it. And on Getty is on film with me holding his hand and me walking, and his legs kind of look like they kind of going with my legs. I'm not saying that you know it's a miracle and he could just walk by himself. I'm not saying that, but I know for sure I can make a doll. If I put a skeleton in this body, I can hold that doll by one hand, and that doll will walk beside me because I'm a grand magician. Hello? I'm a grand magician, and I'm gonna sit down one day. I'm gonna do that for you one day if it's okay with Getty, because Getty gets jealous. You know, Getty gets jealous. Getty told me he want him a girlfriend. Okay. Okay, Jude said it is 3:13 a.m. on the East Coast. Okay. Let me see. Did I miss anything? Oh, Walter Wallace says she got cold chills. Talk to me about it, Walter Wallace. That boy TV said, Mama, I remember when you said your doll will fall over if a spirit came in your house. So I told mine, if someone spirit come to open his mouth, and guess what? Someone did, and his mouth, yeah, open. That's right. It's true. Auntie got me on to the dolls. I have been a believer since Auntie. Auntie didn't play. I always wonder what she did with them dolls she had, because she had to pack up y'all and leave. She had to leave that apartment. We don't know what Auntie at. We thinking Auntie might be in a nursing home. Auntie had to raise Cain from the dead to get herself, you know what I'm saying, off that bed. And she did, and she's alive and well, but we don't know where Auntie at. Auntie had to go somewhere. She didn't want nobody to see her suffering. She cussed all of us out to get herself up out that bed. I talked to Red. Red said, I don't know where she at, neither. Nobody know where she at. Ain't that something? That's what you call a true, real, wicked witch. Don't trust the nice witches. They're not nice for real. They're putting on an act and a performance. No witch is truly nice and kind. There's no such thing. Witches don't, like, I cannot stress to you enough, witches do not go to dinner with a bunch of people. They're not socialites or nothing like that. Witches are people that people are frightened of. People are frightened of us. So we are live a very lonely, solitary life. We just have a few people around, like friends and stuff. Not, when I said friends, like maybe some folks been there for a long time, but we're not social butterflies. It's not like we're gonna just be going, and making a bunch of friends and going on cruises and stuff like that and traveling and stuff. We don't do that. People like my house right now is very spooky to people. They say I'm a very spooky person, and it's because I'm a witch. Okay, I don't know if any witches I'm cool with. Like the witch that was on Eve's Bayou. She didn't look like somebody I would want to sit down, you know what I'm saying? And just now I'm telling you the truth, I would love to be able to sit down with that witch. I would love to be able to sit down with that witch. Um I honestly had an encounter with the Pumpkinhead witch. I'm very intrigued with the Pumpkinhead witch. I think the Pumpkinhead witch is beautiful. Everything that people see frightening about her to me is very intriguing. You understand? I like her confidence. As she laughs and he says, damn you, damn you. And she says, I already am. I already am. That confidence that she exudes is so, to me, breathtaking. You know what I'm saying? Because I would love to have that confidence too. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, and my life is lots like the Pumpkinhead witch. As far as the critters all come around. I mean, I have a bunny rabbit that's in the yard every night. I know it's snacking on my hostels. They're waiting for them to get mature so they can eat them. So that's why I'm gonna get ready to cover my garden and everything. But there's a bunny rabbit that's in the yard every night. There have been some snakes on the front porch, but they're like chicken snakes. But I want to be careful because I saw an orange coral snake or something like that on the street right there. It was a baby one. Those things are poisonous. It was a baby one on the street. I guess the asphalt was so hot that it just dried up and everything. And I'm like, oh my God, it was across. It was coming across the street, not to my house, but I just went on a walk way down the road down there, saw where it was kind of coming over across the street and everything. So you have to be real careful now, especially because, I'm in the swampy areas and we got like rattlesnakes and water moccasins and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's out right now. Oh, St. Anne said that's a cobra without a hood. Ooh, okay. Y'all, I would love to have a snake. I have them coming here. The little chicken snakes, they run when they see you. I killed a chicken snake, and you best better believe, man, I got an ass whooping from that. So, let's put it like this. I ain't necessarily just trying to kill every snake that I see. I'm really trying to get out the way. But if it looks like it's poisonous and it's one of them deadly snakes, I'm definitely going to take care of business. But it was a harmless snake because it didn't have any slits in his eyes. It was just like round eyes. I took it down to I have a wildlife reservation down the street from me. I took them to them and they said, "Oh, that's just a harmless little chicken snake. We run over them with the mower all the time." So the spirit told me, it said, "You were supposed to have taken care of that snake." Oh, 222. Did you make your wish, Carl? Oh, St. Anne said coral snakes rarely bite, though. Okay. You know a lot about snakes, St. Anne. Deckboy TV said, make some snake oil. Talk to me about the snake oil. Because usually people that want to say that you are wants to say that you're a charlatan, they say you just selling snake oils. St. Anne says she wants a python. Don't the Mambos have pythons and stuff too? I'm more of a bird person. That's my that's my companion, the birds. You know what I'm saying? Especially the owl and everything. But they wanted me to raise that chicken snake, and I killed him instead because I didn't know. So the next opportunity, another chicken snake came. It was actually on my windshield when I was driving. Okay. I was driving down the interstate, and the little snake was just crawling on. I was like, "Oh my God!" You know what I'm saying? It was crazy as hell. So it just disappeared into thin air or what have you. So I told him I couldn't raise nothing like that now. Nothing that's on not right. Nothing that is riding on my windshield. Okay. Um. Okay. Morbid Witch said, "I know an old crone who ties bottles in her old oak tree in her front yard. Beautiful." I like stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I like that. I'm the type of witch. I like my front porch. I have like bottles and stuff hanging from my front porch. Like where I've actually put together some herbs and some little pebbles that I've gotten from the river and stuff like that on the front porch and stuff. And I have like some dolls hanging and stuff, and it kind of helps a little bit. I don't know if that's actually drawing and attracting these moaning ghosts because I'm one of them was nice. The one that came around Mardi Gras time in December or January, it came across and it said, "Woo!" And I was like, "What the fuck is that?" That one right there? Mm-mm. All of a sudden, after that, I started feeling pain, like in different parts of my body. And I was like, "Nah, she wasn't nice. She wasn't nice at all." And I had a Mardi Gras wreath on my front porch. So, see, I don't know if that attracted her to the front porch or what. Yo. But the other ones that moan, it's more comforting because I feel like they're like guardians watching over me, just coming and checking on me. Because I miss the ones that used to tap. I used to get the ones to do their tap. Always let me know that they were around. That stopped. Occasionally I might hear it, but it's just like it's just gone. And I guess it just depends on where your vibrations are at any given moment. That you can outgrow it, or you can degress, and it depends on all of that where you are. Whose name is Haggis, Saint Anne? Okay, Kiki said, "Hell to us ugly witches." That's right. Hell to us ugly witches. I say that all the time. Now, we need to say that because once we start taking the power out of the word ugly, they won't be able to, you know what I'm saying, get any power out of it. Hello. Ain't that right? Ain't that right? Getty said, "Hell to us ugly witches." Getty said he don't mind saying it because he said he ugly too. It's power in the ugliness, ain't it, Getty? Okay. Sonya says Getty's eyes are very intense, like he looking right through you. You know something? Sometimes, Sonya, I can hold Getty's hand and just stare into his eyes, and it's just like looking through a pair of lenses into a whole nother realm. So I do it all the time, and it shows like me. Getty eyes shows me vision, sort of like a crystal ball. So I love to stare in Getty's eyes. I just can't spend as much time with him. I never will forget when I was leaving him on the sofa. He looked at me when I was dancing, and his look was like, "When am I gonna ever come back in the room and sit and talk to you?" So I had to get Gede and start back talking to him. That was last year sometimes. Saint Anne said he winks. Okay. Oh, Saint Anne says Pumpkinhead's witch name is Haggis. She is just gorgeous. Isn't she gorgeous? I know folks saying, "Girl, you are crazy." You know, cause Mr. Willoughby saying, "Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared. I wouldn't want to go to her house." I would go. I would go down there. I sure would. Matter of fact, she looks more scarier than the witch that was on the East Bayou. The witch on East Bayou was more of a trickster. She was a trickster witch. She just it seemed like she got a kick out. She got a kick out of her looked like bothering little children. She didn't like little children. She was the witch that would definitely eat the little children. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know I love witches that eat the little ones. Yes. Okay. The bad little ones, the mischievous ones. You've warned them not to do this. You've told them not to do that, and they do it anyway. Then they're gonna be on the dinner menu, aren't they? Okay, so, but um, she was hateful. She was really hateful, and she didn't have friends, as you all could see. The witch on East Bayou, she didn't have any friends. She was a loner by herself, living in an old spooky place. I'm that kind of a witch. I'm the hermit witch. And I find a lot of solace and a lot of hope and a lot of comfort and friendship in certain movies like Pumpkinhead. Whereas a lot of people might be frightened of that movie. I love the movie because it kind of reminds me of like my purpose here and what I'm to do. Now, I'm not saying my purpose is to go around hurting people. It's that I'm not, don't look at it that way. I'm talking about looking at her life lets me know I'm not alone. Does that make sense? I know I am not alone when I watch her. And Diane Carroll and all of the other witches that are, you know, on camera. We're not likable people. Witches are not likable people. We are the people that people fear. They fear us and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And even though they're not human beings coming and knocking on my door for help, there are definitely a lot of spirits that come. Like, hey, they moan, hey, can I come in? Can you help me out? And things of that nature. But I don't open my door because I'm not too much familiar with this life because I'm in a bayou. I'm not familiar with it. Um, some of them are Hanks, and some people can send Hanks to you. So I believe that was a Hank that said, "Ooh," it was a witch, old Hank witch that showed up at the door. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bitch, you ain't coming up in here. Hello? Ain't no room up in here for your ass. This ain't no goddamn hotel. Okay. So how many witches are on the page? I'm just interested. How many witches here? Witches are very unique, peculiar people. It's the peculiarity. Is that right? That really, like I say, intrigues me about witches. Any witches in here? Okay, Saint Anne said present. We got one witch in here. It's two witches, me and Saint Anne. Okay, yeah, Star Rise, you right. She said, laughing my motherfucking ass off. That's how you gotta talk to them. Spirits sometimes. Yeah, you have to cuss them out because if they detect any fear in you, okay, because they're mostly most of them, I ain't gonna say most of all of them, but a lot of them are very trickster in nature. They feed off of fear. You know what I'm saying? It's like food to them. Like some spirits might want a cigar, some might want some liquor, and some might want you to take a pill for them. Some might want you to eat pizza and chicken and all kind of stuff, but some of them just want you to get scared so they can eat that. You understand? That fear energy is very fulfilling to a trickster, and so once they see that you're not scared of them and you don't have any interest in them or whatever, a lot of them will just leave because they be like, ain't no food here. But some of them are some spirits are very malevolent. They are on a mission. They have a duty. They have to answer to a hierarchy of other beings that are over them and in charge of them. So you best better believe they come to really do some damage. And if they can't get the job done, then that entity that's higher up will send the next one up and the next one and the next one to because it don't want to come. The entity itself is not coming for you. It is actually sending its laborers after you, especially like when your time is up, it's time for you to die or something like that. They'll definitely send somebody out to take care of business. Okay, as I just heard the door, like something pushed the door a little bit. Okay. No, you cannot come in here. Not tonight. Okay. Go to the house next door. Oh, Quinita said, "Yup, I'm craving deviled eggs and cream corn, and I know I'm not pregnant." Oh, that sounds good right there. Hmm. We don't have that many witches in here for real. It's just me and Saint Anne. Me and Saint Anne are the creepy witches. We are the creepy ones. We are the ones that I look. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I cannot go to bed unless I'm looking at a horror movie or a horror flick, and I don't understand why. I have to look at something like Carrie, just something that most people are frightened to watch. I have to watch it before I go to sleep. That puts me to sleep. It's sort of like a lullaby to me. You know what I'm saying? You know? Okay. Morbid Witch says, "Me too." I want to see what you're saying, but there's my arrow is in the way. Me too. I line cosmic horror. Okay. Saint Anne says she just watched Carrie tonight. Okay, Morbid Witch. That's right. I should have known you was a witch. Okay. So it's me and Saint Anne and Morbid Witch in here. So there's three witches in here tonight. We supposed to be up this time of night because we getting our witchy on. Hello? Okay, Starrise Sun says she's a Voodoo. Okay, Kiki, there's a witch in here, Kiki. Trinity said, I am what I am. Hello? Seriously? Saint Anne said her spirit's like methadone. Seriously? I'm not now I'm just gonna be honest with you. Methadone is just a legal substance to help people get off of the illegal substances. The fact that I'm on blood pressure pills and stuff like that is still considered a drug, but only it is a legal drug. It's legal because a doctor prescribed to me this drug, but it still opens up the portals and doorways to most of your medications that people will actually down other people's from taking. Like another person may be taking like methadone or some other drug or something like that because they're trying to wean them off of these hardcore opiates and stuff like that. It's they all are the same. They all open the same portals up into the same entity. So when you're saying I have a habit of always attracting these methadone type spirits and these heroin spirits or whatever, you got to think about the kind of big farms you want. Okay, Kitty the Witch of the North here. Oh, I heard that. Hey, Untamed. Okay. Hey, out tomorrow. Courtroom says a witch over here. Okay, so the witch eyes are up tonight. The witch eyes. It's a lot of witch eyes in here. Oh, well, that's cool. St. Anne says she just got a notification while she was in here. That's cool. Okay. So, look, y'all. Don't get mad with me. Because I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about this. Everybody talk about the good old witchy stuff and how, you can make pumpkin pies for Halloween, and it's so cool, and the witches in the kitchen and stuff like that, cooking up her, tinctures and all of that good stuff, and hanging her holy basil from the ceiling. Such beautiful witchcraft. I just love it. Matter of fact, fall will be here pretty soon. Ain't that something? Some ain't got here yet, but fall is just right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? I love October. October is one of my favorite months. You know what I'm saying? But nobody talks about the witch that sacrifices. Nobody talks about that. Let's talk about the witch that sacrifices. Excuse my rough looking elbows. Let's talk about the witch that sacrifices people. Yeah, they don't get their hands dirty and sacrifice the chicken and sacrifice the goat. You understand what I'm saying? They sacrifice people. They put the people on the menu. Can we talk about that? Hmm? Okay. How do they do that? How do they do that? A lot of folks live life obliviously. They don't know what's going on. And it's bad when you're in a situation when you say you don't believe, because that's what they want you to do, to say you don't believe, because when you don't believe, then they can pull one on you and don't have to take responsibility for it. So it's smarter to not say I don't believe. You know what I'm saying? Don't say that, because then they'll get you. There's some bad witches out here that are dangerous, and they don't mean you any good, because most of them will not admit that they're witches. Because if you look at these places in Africa, they burn witches, they torture witches and stuff like that. Here in America, it's kind of safe to say you are a witch in some places. You just don't know if somebody gonna come for you one day. But like I say, most people will say, I don't believe. If you tell me I don't believe, then I can get you, is what the witch says. And I know when I get you, that there will be no type of consequences or repercussions to what I do to you, as far as you doing something to me. Now, you got your karmic laws. They do exist. For every cause, there's an effect. Okay? Ain't nobody getting around that. I hear people saying, I don't believe in karma. It's not going to happen or whatever. But you better believe in cause and effect, because I've seen it all day long around me. If I don't meet an obligation for somebody and I promise them something, somebody always disappoints me and don't take care of their obligation. So I know that that is real and stuff like that. But you got some witches out here that sacrifice their family members. It's no different than the music industry. It's very real. The difference is when a witch sacrifices family members and stuff like that, She don't necessarily go out to poison or kill you with some type of physical violence or a concoction of poison. You know what I'm saying? Or shoot you or something like that, or stab you. She doesn't do that, but she make deals. Why ain't nobody talking about that? Why isn't people talking about? Why aren't people? I'm sorry, talking about those witches that sacrifice people and how they sacrifice people. You wondering why, you have, different children that may pass away as little kids. They get some type of, disease or something like that and they die and stuff like that. And you wondering, what's going on? But it could have been a witch in your family from years and years back that sacrificed of some children to extend her life to get wealth and riches and stuff like that. There are some witches that will actually sacrifice their grandchildren and their nieces and nephews and just give them up. And then the mother is wondering, what is going on? You see what I'm saying? This is real. And I do believe that my aunt did that. My aunt, I told y'all about that old aunt that was in her 90s and stuff. She extended her life force out to 92 because she had two husbands. I do believe she sacrificed both of them to poisoning. You got to have some guts to do that. I remember when people were getting up to talk about her, you know, all of the men had something negative to say about her because she had a strong personality, man. And the men all had negative things to say, like, oh, one of the her grandchildren, he's a grown man now, about my age. He was saying, yeah, I remember when Grandma gave me something to drink and I had the diarrheas and they had to take me to the hospital. And so he was trying to pretend like it was like an overdose of X-Lax, but he was for real. And I remember her other son said, oh Lord, please have mercy on my mama's soul, because she was a person that would poison you. She would poison you. That's how come, when we stayed over there and everything, we didn't eat. I didn't eat for 5 days. What I did eat was like some old, it was some old potatoes on the on her windowsill. I'm doing the same thing she do. She had potatoes on the windowsill that were growing little plants out of them. Honey, I ate that because I was not gonna eat anything she cooked. Because when I tell you, this aunt right here was a very witchy aunt, I never will forget. She cut up. Let me tell you two things she did. She cut up a bunch of French fries, and they had hair tangled all in it. That's witchcraft to me. And then she made some homemade cookies and they had hair tangled all up in that. You know, you know. Some witches like to put their hair in the food. We got somebody, okay, thank you for catching that right there. Is somebody late up? Is there somebody up late at night? Do we have somebody up real late at night that can't sleep? Get this off here. We got somebody up late tonight, y'all, that can't sleep. They can't get them no rest. Oh. Y'all, I'm trying to get this here comment out of here. Okay. Give me a minute, y'all. Yeah, that's somebody that can't sleep tonight. They can't sleep. They sitting up all night thinking about me. Oh, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. You thinking about me. Oh, thank you for thinking about me tonight. I bet you when I go to sleep, I won't be thinking about you. I'm always on your mind, huh? Isn't that something where you're actually renting a bedroom in somebody's house up here? And you don't even know you're renting it. You're not even renting it. You just get it for free. You get a free spare bedroom for free in their minds. How cool is that, man? And you don't have to pay rent. I like that. Okay. Now, where were we? Morbid Witch says, "Oh yeah, all forms of contracts. Sometimes you know unknowingly make them. Sometimes people make them for you." I'm reading the chat, y'all. Synthetic marijuana, 38 hot tattoos is talking about. Everything is synthetic. Nothing can be trusted. There's nothing that's out there real anymore. Synthetic diamonds, they're not real. They say that they're diamonds, but they're made in laboratories. Synthetic emeralds, they're made in laboratories. So, even synthetic gold, made in laboratories. You know what I'm saying? So you really and truly don't have anything natural. Synthetic marijuana. That's what they hyping up right now. That's why it's okay to get it right now. They're making it legal. They want to make it illegal everywhere. They want to make everybody able to purchase it. Purchase our synthetic marijuana. Don't grow your own. We got some here for you. You know what I'm saying? Because they know they've taken properties out of it that actually open you up to divinity. So this is what they want to do. They want to take and destroy anything in it that is going to benefit you on a spiritual level. I'm reading the chat, y'all. Saint Anne said, "Right behind you, Mama. You telling me something behind me, Saint Anne?" Moon Young said, "I'm always up at this time watching TV." Okay. Quinita says, "Poor little Tink Tink." Hey, Untamed. Oh yeah, poor little Tink Tink. Somebody sitting up all night can't sleep. Well, we up because this is our business as witches to do our work. You understand? But whoever that is up because they have like some type of interest in me. Okay, I feel very special. You understand? I feel special that you got interest in me, that you're thinking about me all night. Thank you. That lets me know I'm not alone. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Aunt Mara says, "Oh no, not you, LOL. I don't know what it is, but something feels like someone's waking me up." Y'all, I had this time, it was a period of time until I had to actually soak my hair to get it out of my hair. I cannot say enough, y'all. Make sure if you got these dreadlocks, you wrap them up when you're doing readings. Keep them wrapped. Don't do readings with your dreads unwrapped. Even though I did 2 readings today with my hair hanging down, please wrap your heads when you're doing readings. And that may be just for, like just anybody. Wrap your hair. When you're doing the reading, don't touch your head. Don't put your head in your crown. Out, keep your hands out your head and then wash your hands thoroughly. Like dreadlocks, to be honest with you, are not washed daily. You don't wash these daily. If you wash your hair daily, you have nothing to worry about. But if you don't wash your dreads daily, then you stand to have this thing happening to you where the spirits that you're communicating with over the phone can attach themselves to you in your hair. I tell everybody that hair is an organ. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like a sensory communication type device. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not properly keeping them soaked and washed, soak them in a solution, and I'll tell y'all later what to soak them in. I don't want my enemies to know. Just like we had a troll up in here. A troll might need that advice because they may be being haunted by my spirits, by some witches' spirits, by y'all spirits. I don't know. We don't want them to have the advice. You know what I'm saying? But when I was dealing with that girl on the island, it was something about 3 o'clock, 3:09. I could be asleep. 3 o'clock, I just will raise up just like that. At 3 o'clock, it would be just like clockwork, man. Clockwork. There was some spirit doing that to me. So that's why I said, and you want to be careful if you rising up at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's definitely, sometimes it's something, a spirit either want you to get up, and people, some of them say it's the saints want you to get up and start praying, or maybe a spirit that wants you to do some work for them or something like that, telling you to get on it, or it just could be a malevolent spirit wants you to just get up and get into some devilment. Okay. Hey, author. Author Aaliyah Latte says, I can't sleep the past 3 months, only during the daytime. That's exactly what had me. I had that. You need to wash your head thoroughly. When I say wash your head, I'm not just talking about your average washing your head with no shampoo or nothing like that. I'm talking about washing your head out in the sun and just sitting there sunbathing, get that energy off of you. I had that same thing. I've had people to come to me with that. I did a reading for somebody, honey. They put me straight to sleep. I got drunk. I was on the phone with them for just a few moments, and after those few minutes, I couldn't do nothing. I had to sleep it off. I'm like, good God. I'm like, girl, you got more going on than we got a chance to talk about. It's something on you. Good night, Moon Young. Arthur Leah said, I've been getting into this witch work. I enjoy it, but no sleep at night. Yeah, because by you being some witches are required by the spirit to be up right around 12 o'clock midnight to 3 o'clock in the morning. And I noticed something once that it's just crazy. All up in the daytime, you're drowsy. You're just drowsy. You cannot keep your eyes open. It is said that there's a spirit on the other side blowing sleepy dust on you in your astral realm, blowing sleepy dust on you. And so you gotta get that stuff off of you. But then right around 8 o'clock at night, you like bing, you woke. 8 to 9, 10, 11, 11 to 12, 21, you woke. If you do manage to go to sleep before 3, you better believe when 3 o'clock get here, you're going to spring up just like that. Yeah, that's some type of spirit. Oh, thank you. Somebody just gave me a donation. Thank you, Sun Kiss Queen. Thank you so much. It is much appreciated. Quinetha says, oh, that makes so much sense. Yeah. You gotta, when you get through doing work with people who got that stuff on them, or you've interacted with some people who got that stuff on them, you have to take honey, one day, if you really, if I'm like this right here, if you really need the information, just text me and I'll tell you what to do. Because I'm not going to say on here what you're supposed to do. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to give my enemies any kind of relief. I'm not going to do that. So they can go somewhere and do somebody else. Or do they self. No, 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 no. Not at my expense. Okay. Okay, St. Anne says, say goodbye to sleep between 11 p.m. and 4. That's right. I kind of noticed that sometimes the activity will start between 11 and 11:30 too. not just 12. I'd be like, okay, then they must be on some type of daylight saving times because they getting started early. They getting started early, and I mean, they are those spirits. They own the night, So when you ready to make some deals with some spirits, or you need to get some answers and communicate, this is around the time to be up. This is the time to, definitely build a relationship with a spirit that I'm not saying with no old spirit, you just got to know what you're doing. I can't really give advice as to what spirit to deal with and what not to deal with. I would not want to be in a position to pick and choose for you. Some people have great relationships with spirits, and this is around the time that they are actually communicating and, hooking up with each other and doing what they do around this time. For people who are brave enough, they may just get up in the night and head straight to the crossroads. I'm telling you, crossroads around this time is very frightening. But there are some people that really got some work they gotta do. They gotta get down there, give a little alcohol, cigar. They may be familiar with a spirit that they're going down there to hook up with. Because that cross has a lot of meaning. That cross is where the physical world intersects with the shadow world. Shadow world, physical world. Right there in the middle of that cross is what a spirit said. They're there for real. I don't care what nobody say. They're at the crossroads. They're at intersections. That's where they are. And you can meet some very dirty, malevolent beings just looking for some trouble when you go there. I have to actually cross a railroad track if I go out there this time of night. I have to go across that track and stuff. I ain't planning on doing none of that no time soon. No time soon. So if you're gonna go to the crossroads, you might want to go, it probably do you some good to go up in the daytime when the sun out. But you got some brave people who go down there this time of night, but they don't come back the same. Okay, Quinetha, you are a night owl. We all are night owls. Most witches are night owls. But you got the daytime witches too. The daytime witches are holding it down in the daytime, and then the nighttime witches got to hold it down at night. You got to get down there tomorrow night to the crossroads. St. Anne, I love to go to the crossroads on Friday nights. Okay, Starrise Sun said, can anyone tell what to do about the frog inside of her house? Okay, now for a lot of people, they want to take the frog and put him in something and take him and put him back outside. If you got a frog in your house, that is definitely good luck. Okay, green, anything green is definitely like sort of like a go. You know what I'm saying? Just like the green at the light. It's a go. It's like, okay, you can go on go. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So, it represents everything. It represents life as for vegetation, and it's definitely a blockbuster. It's great to have a frog in your house. Now, like I said, I had like 10 cans here. And sounds like you're definitely a witch because frogs like to visit witches. Yes, they do. Especially toads. There's so many toads. I haven't seen the toads in a minute, but especially toads. They like to come to the witch because we have a symbiotic relationship with the toads and the frogs. I don't know why, but it's definitely a part of the craft. So get used to it. But what I do, you can do what you want. What I do, I got these little tin cans. Like I said, matter of fact, I got a tin can over there right now. I can't reach it. But I take and put the tin can on top of the frog. And I let the tin can stay on top of the frog until he dries. And I know y'all gonna say, "Oh, that's horrible." And I collect so many of the little green frogs, and I actually use them in my charm bags. It's good luck. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel like if a frog comes here, he's telling me, "Hello, I'm available. What would you have me to do?" And so that's the way I see it. But some people take the frog and put him outside. But if he is making a sacrifice of himself and he's saying, "Hey, he'd probably come back in," because I know somebody that get a lot of them and they put them outside and then they come back in and they put them outside. Now, but under no circumstances do you harm a toad. Under no circumstances. Why do I say that? To harm a toad is to bring about a great disaster, a great drought. Where trees will start dying. So please don't harm the toads. Okay then, Starrise Sun. Yep. I was planning on putting its leg in a little bag and carrying it with me. But I'm telling you, when it dries out, it's gonna be so tiny. Okay, if that frog is already about this big, when that frog dries out, it's gonna be no bigger than that. Because frogs are made up primarily of water. We all are made up primarily of water. So once that frog dries up, it's gonna be really, really, really tiny. So you want to just go ahead and just keep the whole entire frog. You know what I'm saying? I got like some charm bags that guard my windows and shit. And they got like snakes in them, dried snakes and stuff like that that I've got caught here in the yard. Not necessarily caught them, but like they shed, they skin and stuff like that. And so I take and I use them in my charm bags. You know what I'm saying? Hello. And Starrise says yes, there's plenty of frogs around here. Starrise says she's sick and tired of it making noise around the house. Okay, Sun Kissed says green is for the money, gold is for the honey. Hello, I like that. Arthur says it's like whenever I try to force myself to sleep, it's no more than 5 minutes. And one night I was awake and sitting up on the side of the bed as if I had been moved. Oh yeah, you got a presence. I had them nights last me for a whole fucking year. A whole fucking year. Like I said, text me, I'll tell you what to do. But I can't just tell you right here online what to do. But I remember having that. But I had a weird thing to happen to me last night. I noticed something that it was like I don't even want to talk about it right now. I'm gonna tell y'all what it was. It was like I had a doppelganger effect once again. I got a doppelganger that kind of hangs out right there at the bathroom, but I'm gonna tell y'all another day, probably when I'm out in the sun and everything. Right now. I don't feel like it's time to talk about it right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. And Arthur, what I had going on when I was played with that for a year, it was some crazy ass shit because I had started having parallel experiences, which led to my doppelganger, me seeing my own doppelganger. I saw my doppelganger 2017. And when I saw it, I was like looking for something real foreboding to happen. I was like, oh my God, excuse me, I'm going to die. I was just looking, my mama eye was book wide open. I was like that. I saw myself. Did I tell y'all about that? I was going to the bathroom and I had on a coral orange shirt with my head wrapped and a skirt on. And the doppelganger had on a coral orange shirt with a head wrap on. Now I did have a lot of candles burning in there, different colors of candles. And so right where the commode was, I saw myself. And it had no body inside of it. It didn't have a body, like a face, arm, and it's just only the clothes were like of a silhouette fitting of my own shape. So I knew it was me. And it didn't have a bottom half. That it stopped right from the end of the shirt to the head. That's all it was. And it was like bending over, like it was totally unaware of me. That what was creepy. It was very unaware of my presence. Or if it was aware of my presence, it was pretending like it wasn't, and that was even more sinister. Whoever it was, she wasn't in it. I mean, I went on a quest trying to figure out how I was going to kill her. I was making a plot and a plan, and then somebody talked to me and said, to kill her is to kill yourself. You can't kill your doppelganger. But I told her, I said, it ain't no room for the two of us. But what was weird, I had an encounter with her yesterday. So if y'all want to know about it, we'll talk about it later. I think a lot of people are going to start seeing it or feeling the presence of their doppelganger because something is happening. I just can't put my finger on it. I don't know if these parallel universes are coming together. I don't know. I just know to looking at that doppelganger, it did not have the life I had. Like I'm very animated. It was not. It was still and it was just like zombified. Y'all, I done rub this off my face. Okay. Girl, what? Star Rise, she said she saw me in the bathroom. I remember when I first came out, I used to get that a lot. People saying like one guy was in the United Kingdom and said he's seen my presence and stuff. And around that time, Mr. Willis said he saw my presence because Mr. Willis was like 2 hours away. And I was like 2 hours away from him, and he said he saw me drive up in my truck, and y'all gonna really think I'm crazy. Right around 2015, I was in my truck, and I was driving, and I saw my own. It was night. I saw my own truck. I saw my own truck in front of me driving, and the head inside the truck looked like mine. So I was trying to catch up with it, and so I was driving fast. The faster I drove, the faster the truck, whoever was in the truck was driving. So I couldn't catch up with them. And I was like, damn, I wouldn't be able to catch up with them no way. Because the faster I drive, the faster they're going to drive. Because it was me. It's hard to explain that shit, man. Somebody told me I need to watch that movie called Us. I want to go and see that movie. I don't know what it's about quite yet, but Doppelgangers, I have not seen the movie, but I want to go and I want to see if I can kind of piece together some of the things I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? By watching that movie. Hello? On time said we keep experiencing a spirit that paralyzes us in our sleep. My husband and myself it happened again last night. Also, it's a lot of people having these paranormal experiences. I be trying to think of like, have we opened a portal to some other plane of existence where it's gonna be down to it's either them or us, like the movie Us, you know? Morbid Witch says that's interesting that people be seeing you. Must be your spirits are an extension of you. Who knows? And yes, I've heard it several times and stuff like that. But I've heard when it comes to doppelganger that it's an omen for people to see you, to see your spirits, or an omen for you to see your spirits. But this been going on now for about 9 or 10 years almost. You know what I'm saying? But the scary part is for me to see my own self. Quinita said that they said that the full moon in January was something special. Okay. Untamed said we have done house blessings and it won't go away. Looks like you gonna have to do the witchy bottles. That's why them witches be having them bottles like Tia Dalmar on Pirates of the Caribbean. If you see her, she got bottles hanging everywhere. She got it's just too many bottles hanging in the house. But it might take that to kind of keep down the noise. Just like I just heard something walking under the house just now. I could hear it just as good. Sunkiss Queen said, I think when people see you like that, they are pulling your energy. It's something their spirits want from you. I know the nights I don't sleep well, somebody will come and tell me I was in the house. Mm-hmm. Quenika said, I feel like I've been knowing you my whole life. And the fact that you have family in Compton is crazy to me. Yes. I feel like that about all of you all. I mean, when I do readings and stuff, I never ever feel like I'm talking to a stranger. And I think that is definitely interesting. Because like I can talk to somebody, at the grocery store, and I just get this feeling of like, this is a stranger. I don't know you. But when I'm talking to y'all, it's like, I mean, like we knew each other somewhere once upon a time, somewhere. I don't know where it was. We're just all familiar spirits. You know what I'm saying? Some kid says it's a spirit in my bathroom getting on my nerves. It turns off my music when I shower and it opens and closes the bathroom door at will. I'm trying to figure out what the hell. Is it intimidating? Cause see, I have some where I can play like different devices, like my um, tablet. They'll turn it off while it's playing. They'll turn the phone off and stuff like that. They do stuff like that too. But I don't feel intimidated. Now, if they make you feel like if you, it's all about what you're feeling from it. You know what I'm saying? If they make you feel spooked out, it's a malevolent spirit. That spirit's trying to draw fear energy out of you. But if you're not feeling no kind of fear or no panic or what have you, it may just be a spirit that is just like just coming through to make their presence known. But the ones that make you feel spooked out, man, they getting off on seeing you scared. Oh, it's an annoying spirit like a little kid playing. Okay. Okay. Oh, Trinity said maybe you were astral projecting without knowing while you were driving. They said they got a thing called a shadow priest on these little game consoles. And the shadow priest, she's able to make copies of herself and just send them all to these different places and stuff. So, some people have the ability to actually project themselves, meaning that, so that's interesting that you said that they're able to, like, it's a projection, sort of like, that would be real cool, man, because if I can make 10 copies of myself and make 9 of them go to work, get them a job and work and stuff like that, man, they could be pulling me some money in, couldn't they? Would that be nice? Quinita said, and you favor my great aunt and my father's side, and my great grandma on my mother's side, and my daughter is beautiful and dark with those big, pretty eyes. Oh, how sweet. Starrise says, yeah, I feel you're very familiar to me, a warm, motherly feeling I felt in past lives before. I just don't know where. Yeah, because I'm like, when I be on the phone, I'm like, it's just like, did we meet somewhere? Why are you so familiar to me? I don't feel intimidated. What you said, Jude, sage and burn black candles. You gotta go now. Yeah, you gotta some of them ain't gonna leave. That same one that I was having trouble with that came from that girl on that island, I could hear it going, laughing like spooky laughing and shit. You know what I'm saying? And honey, that was too long to be suffering that long. That was too long. Ain't nobody finna be suffering like that long no more. And see, the fact that I didn't nobody know because see, the people that I know don't wear dreadlocks. So I didn't know I was holding residual energy in my locks. I didn't know that. But you best better believe, you know what I'm saying? Because I was washing the dreads, but they needed to be soaked. Your head gotta be soaked. And if you don't soak it, you're gonna bring yourself some troubles home. But like I say, always make sure you wrapping your head when you're doing these reading. Okay. Okay, Quantum Moral says when pouring period blood into Mother Earth, what can that do to you spiritually, good and bad, and wise? That's a good question. Here's my take on it. I feel as if there are many portals. Many portals. You know what I'm saying? This is a portal right here. Oh, let me see what's going on, y'all. Y'all see it? You see that? What is that? Y'all see that? This thing is going off. Hang on a minute, y'all. Let me put y'all on hold.